A beautiful night in British Columbia, Vancouver, British Columbia, particularly if you're a Raptor fan. The 23-24 season kicked off with a win, 112-99 over the Sacramento Kings at Rogers Arena. Inside Rogers Arena, Paul Jones alongside Savanna Hamilton. And Savanna, the idea of everything being new for the Raptors this year started off with a new offense, new players, new coach, and it looked pretty good. All the new stuff looked pretty good on the first night. Their offense in particular put up some really good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think you saw ball movement. That's the first thing that stood out to me. Their assist numbers were pretty great in tonight's game. And, you know, what comes with that is a little bit of turnovers at the same time, but that's to be worked out throughout the season. But you love to see the fact that they are sharing the ball. It's a fast-paced offense, and it's honestly fun basketball. You can see guys playing above the rim, but then also getting open looks and finding open shots across, from distance along the three-point line as well.
30 assists on their 39 field goals, and they did a marvelous job. First quarter, they put up 35 points, and then they shoot 67% in the middle two quarters, really, to blow the game open. And Savannah, one of the guys that is a leader, expected to be a leader, going to have the ball in his hands, Scottie Barnes. And man, did he do a really good job towards the tail end of the second quarter, leading into halftime, taking this game over, passing the ball, running the break, finding people running. They made it look easy at that point.
What really stood out to me about Scottie Barnes is the fact that, you know, he's talked over the offseason, over training camp about wanting to be this leader. And tonight we saw it. Yeah. He controlled the tempo of the game. And he also mentioned over training camp as well that he's not just looking for mismatches for himself, but also for his teammates. And that's exactly what we found. And that's what you want in your guy that's going to be handling the ball the most on the court in certain situations, next to Dennis, of course. So there's a lot of upside to what I'm seeing, at least right now. And I think if it keeps going this route, we got some pretty good Raptors basketball ahead.
You know, Darko talked about Scottie being a willing passer, and you could see it late in that second quarter. They got out running off turnovers, and everybody was running knowing that Scottie might give them the ball. A lot of guys got buckets in that point of the quarter. Pascal, Chris Boucher running the floor. It was terrific for the Raptors to see that, and I'm sure Darko was pleased with that.
Well, you know this. How do you keep a big man happy?
Feed the dog, he'll guard the yard. Everybody running to get the easy ones. After the game, we had a chance to hear from Coach Darko Rajakovic, Scottie Barnes, and Dennis Schroder.
I think it's very important to understand that, and we're talking to our players a lot, quality of shots, right? Not every mid-range shot is a bad shot. There is times and plays when defense is giving you certain coverage, when you're catching the ball in good position, and you know we want to take those shots. But those opportunities usually in a game, they're not high number of those shots. You know, and I'm a big believer that attacking the paint, scoring a lot at the rim, allows you as well to get to the free throw line quite a bit. And once you're doing that, now the three-point line and everything else should open up. And I thought that our guys did a good job tonight, attacking, sharing the ball, and playing together for the biggest part of the game.
One of the strengths of the team over the past few years has been, you know, turning teams over, turning defense into offense. That was very evident tonight. Was it sort of nice to see that transition? Offense looks, you know, pretty polished. The transition offense?
Well, of course, once you get defensive stops and you have deflections, and I believe we had 31 deflections tonight. We started the game slow with only 2. We had 13 in the second quarter. That's what really allowed us to get out and run. And it's not just about pace of running. It's also like making the right decisions and playing to the strengths of our team and finding open people. And I thought that for the biggest part of the game, we did a good job there. But for sure, there is a lot of room for our growth, and that's going to be our focus.
And were you happy with how, like, the top 10 guys, you sort of mixed and matched them in the first half? Were you happy with how the different lineups?
Yeah, obviously, it's a first game of preseason. We showed some really good things there, both on offense and defense. But this is just a first step in a long journey.
So far away from Toronto, I wonder if you were surprised by the fan support tonight.
No, I was not surprised. I was very well prepared for it, and everybody told me what kind of great fans we have over here in Vancouver. And this city is amazing. Being here this whole week with the team and with our staff. It's an amazing city, and this city, in my opinion, really deserves to have NBA team one day. But until that day, we're very, very happy with the support that we're getting here.
How did it feel like to be out there playing a slightly new system and playing with Dennis as well?
It felt good. Dennis is a smart player. He does really good things with the ball. Smart player that knows how to facilitate a game, and it just makes it easier out there for all of us. But it felt good to be back. It was good. Get a good run in. Just keep working on our team, keep getting better. Take step by step.
How important is a preseason game to you, basically, at this time?
I don't know how important it is to other people, but it's very important to me. I play hard. When I'm out there, I'm going to give it all I got when I'm out there on the floor each and every time. Can't take it for granted. So I'm out there playing hard, trying to get better, trying to work on the team, just trying to get to know guys a little more each and every single day. Just trying to take that next step as a team, and every time we step on the floor, I feel like we're just trying to get better, stay together. And we're just trying to work on our defense, work on our offense to get the system right. So we're going out there trying to work on our stuff.
Hey, Scottie, Dennis plays at a very faster pace than maybe Fred did or other point guards do. How does that help you in transition and in the half court when he kind of gets going at a very, very quick pace?
I think they both play pretty fast. Sometimes he's a smart player, so he knows when to kick it ahead. He knows when to run. He's been playing in this game for, I think this is, 8th year? So he knows how to play the game really well. He knows when to push it, when to not push it. So he's very smart on the floor. So he gives us all opportunities out there on the floor.
What do you feel that you've been working on, the team that worked well, and what do you think didn't quite work as well as you'd hoped?
I'm just trying to move the ball. I feel like that's the main thing that we just really been trying to work on. No matter if it's getting into the pinch post, doing some split actions, cutting, just working on those little things. I feel like that's the main thing that we've just been trying to work on. So it's just about finding those things and just keep trying to work on it. Working on our cuts, working on our off-ball movement. That's just going to be our main thing inserting into our offense.
Scottie, I was just wondering if there's a story behind the jersey. Where did you get it?
I just found the store and I just saw it. I like the jersey. Jersey looked very nice. Still Leafs fan though, go Leafs.
What have you learned in your first week about playing with Scottie that you maybe didn't know about him coming to the Raptors?
He's funny. I mean, everybody knows he's talented. He got all the tools to be really great. And I'm going to push him, every single day in practice. I'm going to try to push him, talk to him, give him knowledge. And, I was just impressed, how he been in training camp.
Seemed like you were really enjoying the chance for Grady to come into the game on the bench. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, I always, try to be happy for my teammates. And, since early in my career in Atlanta, that's how we always did it that way. I had good vets who taught me that. So it's always great to, see the rookies come in, scores, and just having fun out there. And, I always try to, take pride in that.
Sav, we talked about the 0.5 offense, the ball movement, and how that just makes it easier for everybody because the defense is moving and those shots that you maybe had to work for in ISO come a lot better once the defense is shifting. Yep. Gary Trent Jr. did a great job off the bench. I mean, he's a bucket getter anyway. And now when you make it easier for him by moving the defense, he's going to shine even more in this offense.
Well, it's the lapses in the defense that create the space for shooters like Gary to just honestly plug and play. And that's exactly what happened. But, giving Gary a bit more credit, he was also very intentional with every single shot he took. That really spoke volumes, because I think what Coach Darko is really embedding into this team is, staying away from, the dreaded word, selfish basketball. And so you saw him taking his shots in rhythm, in time, and being able to be effective that way too. That's why he led the team in scoring. And you also saw a little bit on the defensive end as well, Jonesy.
Gary's known for his defense. He showed us that last year, the fact that he's got quick hands, he plays the passing lane, he exerts good ball pressure, so that doesn't surprise us at all. He led the team with 22 points. Preseason game number 1 in the books. The Raptors win it. Let's take a look at what comes next for the Raptors in terms of the preseason. 3 more games. They'll be at home on Sunday, then Chicago. They wrap it up on Friday night, the 20th of October, against the Washington Wizards. After that, they tip it off for real. For Savanna Hamilton and many talented people you don't see on the other side of the camera and in edit suites, we say thank you for watching us here on Raptors Today. So long from Vancouver.